Hey, this is something from Black Mirror. Now I want to be very clear. I know the pain of losing a loved one. I would give anything to see my grandma or my Uncle Bernie or my grandpa again. There are people who I knew in the Marine Corps who passed away. I'd give anything to see them again. And I understand that this is going to be very hypercharged. And I want everyone to understand as well that there is a huge danger with gun violence here in the United States. But Jim Acosta did an interview with a deceased Parkland victim who was created by AI. And the father created this. I don't know the loss of losing a child, and I hope, I don't know if I'll ever be a parent. I don't know. It's a pain outliving your child, So I want everyone to listen to this, but this is I fear that this is opening up a Pandora's box to something else in which people will want to bring back their loved ones through AI. All right. Now, I know there's a bigger message here about, gun violence, but I think that this could open up something far more worse and sick. When you lose a loved one, it is even through horrific incidents. I mean, we all have, the pain never goes away, but the world will keep moving forward, unfortunately. You just can't go back in time. So I'm going to pull this video up. Let's all be at least nice about it. But, this is something from Black Mirror, and I see a very huge problem coming from this.
I would like to know what your solution would be for gun violence.
Great question. I believe in a mix of stronger gun control laws, mental health support, and community engagement. We need to create safe spaces for conversations and connections, making sure everyone feels seen and heard. It's about building a culture of kindness and understanding. What do you think about that?
I think that's a great idea, Joaquin. I would like to know.
All right, now that was just only 24 seconds of it, right? And look, what do I mean by the danger of this? What do I mean by something bad coming from this? Well, I could see people using these programs or more advanced programs to bring back loved ones, to have a social relationship with an entity wearing the mask of someone who has died. I could see people bringing back their mothers and fathers, but that's not your mom and dad. And while this could be used as an educational tool to talk about gun violence, remember, if the military can make a weapon out of it, a corporation can sell it. Bring back your loved one with this program, the Resurrection 5000. I know I just said something sarcastically, but I could see a corporation doing that. Or I could see some sick people creating a program like that. Bring back your mom or your dad or a child. But that's not them. That's a program mimicking the actions or following a program in which you put in there. That's not that person. And I see people, especially who have a hard time letting go, saying like, yes, Bob is home. Say hello, everybody. No, my son did not pass away. He's right here. The dead stay dead, unfortunately. All right. They just can't come back. They can't come back. They can't come back. I want to pull up this article here. I never thought I'd be talking about something like this. So Jim Acosta, the former CNN chief White House correspondent who now hosts an independent show on YouTube. Oh, wow. Gee, I'm noticing all of CNN and MSNBC coming into our territory. Has published an interview with an AI-generated avatar of Jacqueline Oliver, who died at the age of 17. Very tragic in a Parkland shooting in 2018. The interactive AI was created by Oliver's parents, who granted Acosta the first interview with the recreated version of their son on what would have been his 25th birthday. Oh, God almighty. Oliver was one of the 17 people killed in the mass shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. Condolences to the family. Acosta asked AI Oliver about his solution for gun violence, to which the avatar responded, I believe in a mix of stronger gun control laws, mental health support, and community engagement. We need to create a safe space for conversations and connections, make sure everyone feels seen and heard. It's about building a culture of kindness and understanding. The avatar added, though my life was cut short, I want to keep inspiring others to connect and advocate for change. Acosta then asked AI Oliver about his personal life, such as his favorite sport, favorite basketball team. The two discussed the movie Remember the Titans and their favorite Star Wars moments. People, this is not real. Torwin, I wish I could pull up the chat here, but it says, not going to lie, this is kind of creepy. I lost my sister when she was 25, and I would never make an AI creation of her. WTF. Solomoon, lost both my parents and both brothers are gone. I lost all three of my cats within a year of losing my last brother. I'll never resurrect them with AI. All right, you know what? I am very glad to see that most of my audience in the chat are reasonable enough to see that this is a problem. But the real problem is not a lot of people will see it that way. You know, we do have a mental health crisis in this country, and there is the trauma of losing a loved one. Okay. I mean, it is a very real trauma. And in this day and age where we have economic instability, a ever growing threat of destruction through global wars, I mean, you know, and there are a lot of lonely people out there. There are a lot of lonely people out there. And I know there's anything I wouldn't give to see my grandpa again, but I can't do that. We're only here for a moment and then we're gone. We all have an expiration date. I want to pull up this video here. This is from the same interview with the father.
Yeah. Well, and I, for the first time, and you and I have had so many conversations, Manny, I feel like for the first time I've really gotten to know him. And, you know, and what strikes me is he's just a kid. He's just a kid from Florida who loves basketball and movies. And that's what a lot of our kids are like.
Yeah. And
it is the image of a kid. It's not him. Okay, now I know this probably could bring up more of a spiritual discussion of what a soul is, what is a person. I mean, yes, even through cloning. I mean, you know, we've seen people clone animals. Well, yeah, that dead animal that passed away, or he's at the living. I mean, all it is a copy. It's not the person who has passed away. Same thing with AI programs. It's not them. They're gone. They're gone. They're gone. And I understand the need and the tool. Okay, because what this father's going through must be beyond painful. No parent should outlive their child, but I fear that a program like this can be used in a way to really control people, really cripple people. And I could see some sick bastard out there saying, hey, we could bring back your loved ones through a hologram. Blade Runner 2049. If you think the loneliness epidemic is bad right now, it's going to get worse. This is impacting men and women, people of all ages and all generations. This isn't good.
I want to also mention that I understand that this is AI. I don't want anyone to think that I am in some way trying to bring my son back. It's sadly I can't.
Right.
You know, I wish I could.
Yeah.
However, the technology is out there, and we can. There's two things. I can hear his voice again, which is something that Patricia loves. Patricia will spend hours asking questions. She,
Wow.
like any other mothers, she loves to hear Joaquin saying, "I love you, mommy,"
Oh my gosh.
and that's
Oh my
important.
gosh.
And on the other hand, we can just raise our voices, and now Joaquin is going to start having followers. It's not Manny, it's not Patricia. He's going to start uploading videos.
No, I get it. I get bringing awareness. I understand it. I understand it. I am sorry, but this, maybe they're not going to be talking about bringing back loved ones, but somebody's going to do this. There's going to be a corporation seeing dollar signs right now. Were we not warned that this would happen? Did we not see that this would happen? I understand the danger of gun violence, but this is a Pandora's box. And this is where I'm going to tell you, my audience, keep an eye on your people, especially people who lose a loved one. You got to be there for them now. The internet has connected us now more closer than ever, but it's also made us more lonely than ever.
This is just the beginning, and I heard this from tech guys that have other intentions, good intentions, but other intentions, and they all say that this is just the beginning of AI. So I'm very excited with this project and the good use that we're putting together between AI and Joaquin's legacy.
And what's amazing about this, Manny, is that, we've heard from the parents, we've heard from the politicians. Now we're hearing from one of the kids. That's important.
I want to pull up this video here because the father also responded to the backlash. I want to play it.
Hello, everyone. This is Manuel Oliva. I am Joaquin Oliver's father. Today, he should be turning 25 years old. And my wife, Patricia, and myself, we asked our friend Jim Acosta to make an interview, have an interview with our son, because now, thanks to AI, we can bring him back. It was our idea, it was our plan, and it's still our plan. We feel that Joaquin has a lot of things to say, and as long as we have an option that allows us to bring that to you and to everyone, we will use it. So stop blaming people about where he's coming from, or blaming Jim about what he was able to do. If the problem that you have is with the AI, then you have the wrong problem. The real problem is that my son was shot 8 years ago. So if you believe that that is not the problem, you are part of the problem.
I want to read something. I read this on Monday's show to honor our past friend. But it's not, I did not write this. I take no credit for writing this. And this was actually, it has relevance to do with the fall of the Egyptian Empire. But I think it's very apropos to this video segment. We are in the era truly of Black Mirror. I truly feel sorry for the writers of Black Mirror. You are now officially out of a job because reality has integrated into that universe. And now we will witness man-made horrors. What I read here now will be my final thoughts on this segment. One generation passes, another stays behind. Such has it been since the men of ancient times. The gods of long ago rest in their pyramids, and yet the great and blessed likewise lie buried in their tombs. Yet those who built great mansions and their places are no more. What has become of them all? I have heard their words retold time and again, but where are their dwellings now? Their walls are in ruins and their places are no more, like something that has never been. There is no return for them to explain their present state of being, to say how it is with them, to gentle our hearts until we make our journey to the place where they have gone. So follow your heart and your happiness. Conduct your affairs on earth as your heart dictates, for that day of mourning will surely come for you. So spend your days joyfully, and do not grow weary of living. No man takes his things with him, and none who go ever come back again. Check on your people. I understand the tool of what this can be done to bring more awareness for gun violence. But as I speak, someone or people or corporation will capitalize on the loss and suffering. And I do hope that society is at least mature enough to say, we don't want this. This is a bad idea. But there's also a lot of lonely people out there. The only way we're going to get through this is together. And sorry, I don't mean to tear up a little bit, but I see a lot of pain if something like this is fully implemented, because the dead do stay dead. The only way the dead can speak is if the living speak for them, their loved ones. That's real power. Not a fake memory, not a clone, not a bunch of ones and zeros putting on the face of the deceased. It's us. That's how it's always been and how it always should be. I'm sorry for the loss that this family is suffering, but I see something horrifyingly evil rising.